Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and I am back with my second season of Manchester United. I know I said I might start a new series when I got a new PC, but I'm kind of into it now. I uploaded the save, I just played with it a little bit to get myself into it, to let myself want to actually make videos. Sometimes when you just start playing, you get into that, especially as the last episode, it got over 100 likes. That's amazing for a Football Manager video, for me, at least in my experience, because last year with FM 2013, it wasn't getting a lot of views and likes compared to my FIFA videos. Now they're actually doing better. Yeah, at least the same, if not better. So I think I might as well keep on with it, especially as people are leaving a good response. It shows me that you do actually want to see this. So I might get straight into it here. Which you would see is the most important thing. Robin Van Persie has gone back to Arsenal for 25.5 million. So if you check that out right now, you know towards the end of the season, he wasn't really happy. His morale was bad. So in all interest for the team, and especially as he's 31, yeah, to me it was just logical. Going to turn 32, so like, it's just logical because he's not going to be at his highest level for so long. And if you check it out here, he's gone back to Arsenal for 1.5 million more than Manchester United bought him for a couple of seasons ago. So to me, that's a good deal. Leave your thoughts, of course. He's doing well for them right now, 3 goals in 3 games. But as I said, the thing is, he's getting older, and we actually got a bit more money than we originally bought him for. So I thought that was a good deal, especially for the players we brought in that I'll talk about soon. A lot of loanees out. I won't go through them because it will take forever. And yeah, the next up one was Raphael. Originally, I wouldn't want to listen. I didn't want to listen to offers for him, but he wanted to leave as well. Then he came to me, said he wanted to leave, and I tried to convince him through different ways, but it just couldn't. He wanted to leave, and you can't control that. So he went on to PSG for 35 million. I tried to get as much as I could for him, and you can do that by certain ways. If you go to preferences. Oh, no, not preferences, sorry, that's not even involving in the save. If you go into the staff responsibilities and you go to personal assistance, if you go to here, when you offer a player to other clubs, alert clubs that he's available for this percentage of his value, yeah, you do it to 200%. It starts on default as 100. If you offer on 200, you can help get higher offers. I'm not sure if a lot of other people know that. Like, it's just my little tip, I guess, that I do, and helps me get as much money as I can for players. So go back to transfer history for a second. Raphael did him. Ryan Tunnicliffe sold him. Didn't really have a quality or top 4 team. Johnny Evans as well. Not really a first choice. And we've got some good players coming through in defence. You know the regions we got. So to me, it was ideal to let him go to get more money, to allow some other signings and some more loan transfers. And I let Ashley Young go on a free transfer because I couldn't sell him. It was because his wages were too high, so I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do, because I didn't want him in the team anymore, and he's not even wanted by any team. So I think he probably asked for too much wages than in his ability, but he wasn't bad for me. It was just, yeah, I wanted to get high quality, and definitely saving on the wages, especially with getting some young wingers in. You can see there, and yeah, the rest are loans, so don't worry about them. So we'll go through the regen signings again. And also, I downloaded a new regen pack, whatever it's called. And unfortunately, it changes the faces of them and the hair. So some of my regens have got a haircut. So yeah, hopefully you can adjust to that. And I would have to adjust to it more, because you're just watching and I'm actually playing with these players. But yeah, Peter O'Connor, he's a good right wing back, right full back. And again, he provides cover for Raphael. Of course, not good already, but yeah, if my other players don't do good enough, he's got the ability to come through in the next couple seasons. If we don't have a experienced guy, if we do have just using experienced players in those positions, we do need players coming through. But also Nathaniel Talbot, he's another right back we have coming through, so very, very good to sign him up from Charlton for just under 400k. Pat Mortimer, really happy about signing him from Crystal Palace. He looks as a very, very good centre midfielder, but again, still waiting on how he develops in the team. And next up, moving on to Jordan Crawford. Again, another one. All my regions have got haircuts. But anyway, yeah, goalkeeper 16. You know we have De Gea. He's still a pretty young goalkeeper. Yeah, he's young in terms of goalkeeping ages, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, it's good to have another option. He's actually our backup now, so it's good to give him experience. I have done already, but it resulted in a bad result. You might see that soon. But anyway, Pedro Fernandes, you know he's the big guy. 10 million for Barcelona. Still only 15, and he's got some kind of beard going on now, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, I don't really care how they look, to be honest. I care what they can do on the pitch. And yeah, their abilities, dribbling 16, as you know, he just looks a beast player for 15. And when does he turn 16? I don't know where you see his birthday. I got this new skin as well. There's just heaps of stuff going on. Is there date of birth somewhere? You're probably going to see it. I don't really know. You got expiring. I have no idea. There's so much information going on right now. But anyway, Danny Pereira, another region signing from Velez, Argentina player, for 8 million. I sent him out on loan to Feyenoord as well to get some experience. He looks as a very good central midfielder. He's very good passing, good technique, but he's very good defensively as well. If you see marking 13 and tackling 12, anticipation is actually very important for a defensive midfielder. So in the future, I probably want to train him to a defensive midfielder. I could think he can do very good in that role. And he's already had one appearance in the under-20 team for Argentina, so that's always good. And here's the big signing, of course, Stefan El-Shaarawy from AC Milan for 42 million. That is a big signing, no doubt, but we got big money, of course, from selling Raphael and Van Persie, of course. His reputation is worldwide. That is good. Only 21, still very young, can still improve as a player. So I trained him to make sure he can play left midfield in our formation and can play striker as well. We didn't really sign a replacement striker, but you see El-Shaarawy, he's not a striker, he's more of a winger, but he can play in that position. If you put striker there, he can play in that complete forward. That's his best role, so he could play there. So that's a good signing for us, a very good signing. The big money signing, a couple of those this season. And yeah, Julian Brandt, you know, we signed a couple of young wingers, young left wingers, but he can play on the right side as well, and even striker if need be. He's got some pace, but very good technically. His technical ability is very, very good, but just put him straight into under-21s. And yeah, no doubt he'll be a good player for us in the future. But we're El-Shaarawy left winger, left midfield. Not sure if you can find a place as a starter, especially El-Shaarawy being young as well. And same boat for Vitinho. Training him to become natural as a left midfielder. But he can play striker as well. His finishing is very, very good, and he's strong. So yeah, that's pretty good. And he's not too small. 178, centimeters. I use centimeters. That's what we use in Australia, of course. But anyway, yeah, and he's not weak. He's not a weak, smaller type that has pace. He's got pace, but strength as well. Finishing, dribbling. Maybe could come into like a Robinho type. Long shots are 16, so no doubt he's a quality player. But again, he's going to be a guy to make impact off the bench or in the reserves for now. Gino Peruzzi, he was the replacement for Raphael, and I believe he was a very good replacement at that. Signed him for about 10 million cheaper than Raphael we sold for. And he's a very good fullback, only 22, so heaps of years ahead of him. He's got strength, stamina, very good. Mental attributes, really, really strong. 16 tackling, shows his strength there. So he's very, very good. But then we signed Carles Puyol for 2.7 million, the world-class centre-back right there from Barcelona. And that's a good thing to do for a big team, like a team that has expectations to do well in Champions League and Premier League. Of course, you don't see a future at the team, at least as a player. I asked him if he wants to come to a coach, and then you can see the staff attributes there. So if we could sign him up as a coach in the future, we'll be fan. Is that what he wants to be? Where do you see staff roles, director of football, manager, or assistant manager? He probably want to become a manager in the future, as the best players usually do. But to have him for now is just going to help the squad and help young players as well improve as players. Even when he's not starting, he can just do his job around the squad in training and all of that. And interesting signing here. He wasn't someone I went for. He's just someone that came up that was transfer listed from Bayern Munich, Raja Nainggolan. He's actually a decent player, decent defensive midfielder. Bayern Munich signed him in the game for 12 million from Cagliari, and we signed him half of that. And he's actually been decent in his game so far, so he's been doing well. I think he was a good signing for that, for that much, especially under his value. Bayern Munich wanted to get rid of him, so I thought he could be a decent player for us as a centre mid or a defensive midfielder. He's got 17 tackling, again strong, good stamina is important for a midfielder. Aggression, good, so he's a really strong player, can tackle, and his passing is actually really good. He's decent creatively, so to me, he's a really good signing. Leave your thoughts on him for 6 million. And that was it. That's pretty much it. So now, I just want to show you the set what you see here on this skin, how it looks. And we do have some more region signings coming through. We got a recent bump in the transfer budget because I asked for it. I said rivals will beat us to other signings otherwise. It's a good thing to do, and especially because I've done well with them, winning Champions League, Premier League, all of that. We had a decent amount of fun, so it kind of allowed us to do that. We're starting well in the league. You can see there first. But Felice Giuliani, he's looking at the contract from Napoli. He's a decent player, only 15. He's got the 5-star report, 17 heading, 17 teamwork and work rate. There's going to be no match in this episode, just a review, and I am going to be playing in 3D. So if you want to see a 3D match coming up, drop in the comments. Next up, Granato from Juventus. Again, offer. I'm unsure if we're able to do that deal, but I really want to bring in another classy centre-back. And Wellington, again, just put an offer out there. He seems okay. He's got the 5-star reports. And he is Brazilian. You know, Brazilian players are very good. So I'll just round off this episode with the results starting off the season. I love this feature right here. We played some testimonial games for Ferdinand and one for Tate from Swansea. So it's good to just count as friendly matches, sort of, just to get more experience. So we had heaps of preparation towards the season, and that's helping us, no doubt. The Community Shield against Chelsea, again, winning it, and we won on penalties. Community Shield, I never play amazingly. It's just the start of the season. Then we dominate in the first Premier League game of the season. 5-0 game there. It was pretty convincing. Of course, being 5-0, you see. I was looking at a few stuff there, Premier Division, and how we're doing. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay right now. We're first, but yeah, as I said, I'll focus on the result. 5-0. Chris Smalling scored 2 goals. Pogba scored a goal. Hernandez scored a goal, and Al Shaarawy scored a goal. West Brom 3-1. Sorry, I keep focusing on too much other things. There's so much things you can see here. I've got a bigger, wider screen now, so the game looks amazing, and this skin complements it as well. Someone is playing Football Manager, and as well. 3-1, 3-1 victory. Al Shaarawy, Hernandez scoring. Must have been an own goal, the other one, or a guy who came off the bench. And you see here we lost. I wanted to give Jordan Crawford, the young keeper, a chance, and unfortunately, some other players as well. Danny Rose. I tried to rotate, put Pedro Fernandez some games as well. No doubt that's going to benefit us in the future, but unfortunately we lost. But it was only away. If it was home, it would be troubling, but it was an away match. And then 3-1 in the Super Cup against AC Milan. Chris Smalling scoring and Al Shaarawy scoring against his old team. Gotta love that. And against Everton, away, 2-0 victory. Hernandez putting 2 in. First game of the group stage against Valencia. We picked up a draw. Not bad result away. We could have won, but still away, not a bad result. Stoke 1-0 with Danny Welbeck scoring. Capital One Cup looking to make a run. Against Liverpool, 2-1 victory, and Smalling. I'm not sure how he's scoring so many goals, but he is somehow. Next match against Tottenham. The previous match I played was 3-0. Javier Hernandez scoring 2 goals once again. Puyol putting in a good game with a 7.5 rating. I just want to show you the group stage. Yeah, in our group we've got Valencia, Sporting, and Metallus. I look at that and see it should be a elementary group for me to get out of, but who knows what can happen. So that is pretty much it. If you want to see the game against Sporting next, or just drop in your comments what's the next one you want to see, where I do in 3D. Exciting to get back into that. So hopefully you enjoy this series, and if you could hit 100 likes again, that would be crazy. If you could set the standard from here on out and reach 100 likes, that would be insane, and I'll just keep popping out these videos for you, if that's a good word, or just say uploading these videos. Maybe 2 a day. If you can get to that 100 likes, I might start uploading 2 a day. Just, yeah, depends what you can do for me in terms of likes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll see you guys next time.